Hello all! Time for another coffee with Kilroy. Enjoying my coffee? I hope you are enjoying whatever you're drinking or whatever you're doing. And thank you so much for stopping by and spending some time with me. As I continue my coverage of LPSs or Against the Odds, whichever one you want to give credit to the publication, postcard games. I've been on a mission to cover all the postcard games in my collection, or at least that I have in my hot little hands. And this week is Leipzig week. I'm covering 4 postcards that cover different aspects of the Battle of Leipzig. And now we're up to the Nations Assemble. This is Pocket Battle Game number 15. It's Leipzig Southeast. So if you recall, I've covered the other 2 are in the series. The first one covered the Northwest, and this one covered the Northeast. And so now we're down to the South. What did I say? Southwest? Yeah, the Southeast here. We've got one more left to cover here. Let's get this on the page so you can see it all. Let's move my coffee out so you can see this here. See this better here. So there you have it. You have the 3 of the 4 postcard games. The last one will be coming up next. But we also have die cut counters for this. Normally with a postcard game, you'll cut out the counters off the side of the postcard and use those on the board. But Against the Odds magazine will also send you die cut counters. And I think these are cover the whole series. Nice, good thickness, very clear. Although they might leave nibs from time to time, but they are good, thick counters. So today we are covering this one here. Let's get a little bit inset here so you can see that a little bit better. And this is, again, Nations Assemble. It's dealing with the southeast quadrant of the Battle of Leipzig. Again, you have your counters here or you have your counters here. The rules are on the back of the card, which you have all your setup, activated units, stacking, reinforcements, combat, retreats, and what are the victory conditions for this card itself or for this segment of the battle. You also have a description of the counters, what all the numbers mean and what the unit designation are. You also have a color terrain chart on there. So you got quite a bit on the back of a postcard. This is a Paul Rohrbal game, and typical with a lot of Paul's games, that uses a standard deck for activation and for combat. And so you'll be getting a standard deck of cards and using that during the game to work on to develop your activations and to augment your combat. The counters themselves have a little bit more information than your typical postcard game, in that, not only do we have attack and defense, but we also have a morale factor, which is something that's very important for the time of Napoleon. It's important in a lot of combat, but Napoleonic games always tend to focus on morale in some aspect, given the large number of units and how to try to keep them cohesive in the face of battle. So there you have it. This is the Nations Assemble Pocket Battle Game number 15, covering the Southeast. I have one left to cover in this series. And after that, I'll probably, as I said in my first segment, I'll probably turn to my other Leipzig game. I don't really have a lot of Leipzig-specific games, something I need to remedy. If any of you have good suggestions out there, let me know. Or make your recommendations down below. Also, if you happen to know a lot about this conflict or a little bit about this conflict, feel free to drop that in the comments below. I've been trying to learn about this conflict a little bit more and brushing up on it. I don't have any specific books on it. The coverage I have is contained in some of the Chandler and some other books that cover a lot of aspects of the Napoleonic era. But I have been referring to some of my maps and atlas type books to follow the battle through that means. Anyway, that's what I have for today. I hope you're enjoying your beverage. I know I am, and I'm enjoying the fact that you stopped by here. And the best way I know you stopped by is drop me a comment. Let me know what you think about these postcard games, about this specific postcard games, or this series of four, or whatever. If you whatever you want to talk about the Battle of Leipzig. What do you think about it? What were some of the mistakes made, or some of the great decisions made? What books or games should I be looking at, or should other people that are watching this series, what should they be looking for in a good Leipzig game? I'm not saying these postcard games are a good Leipzig game. What I am saying is that they are an easy introduction to the battle, and might drum up some curiosity to learn more about it. That's what it's doing with me. And it's also made me look at my collection and find out that I have a dearth of content on Leipzig specific type of materials. Anyway, both in books and in games. So there you have it. Thanks so much for stopping by. Take care and have a good one. Thanks for watching.